Hey YouTube, this is Noah, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Texas Instruments TI-84 Plus CE graphing calculator. Of course, as you can see, it's in the color black, and I got it off Amazon. I'll drop a link down in the description for you guys to check out. But right now I'm kind of just showing you the exterior of the calculator. It's got those charging port right there, and light turns green when it's charged, or green when it's done charging, and orange while it's charging. Got all your instruction manuals, and it does use a lithium-ion battery, so you don't have to replace the batteries every once in a while. I don't know how long the batteries would last. It comes with two cables. One of them is a transfer cable that transfers information from one calculator to another, and one of them is the charging cable. And it also comes with a charging brick. It's a 5-watt charging brick, about the size. It's the same power output as Apple's charging brick, and it's relatively nice. Here's the packaging right here. It's classic TI calculator packaging, and on the back you can see statistics about which calculator is best for you. It is accepted on school testing like the SAT, and it's an overall really great calculator. It's a more modern take on an older calculator. The older TI-84s have a non-HD screen. You can see the pixels. It doesn't look very nice. Whereas this one has an HD screen, just like the last model, the TI-84 Plus C Silver Edition, I believe. And it's basically the same as that model, except it's much thinner, much lighter, and it's got a faster processor. The problem with the last model was the processor wasn't fast enough to compensate for the screen, so graphing was much slower. This one, it's much faster, since it's at least 2 times faster than the last model's processor. You can change the colors of each lines and what type of lines they are, and as you can see, that wasn't edited. That's how fast it graphed. It just goes just like that, and that was a parabola, and it graphs really quickly. See, that would be a ton of data to put in if you had to graph that on the last model. But the reason it's graphing so fast, it won't be like that when you get it. The way you have to make it graph that fast is you have to go into the settings and turn off detect asymptotes. I'll show you how to do that later in the video. But right now I'm showing you the colors. You can change the lines. There's plenty of colors to change the lines, and there's plenty of different line types for different types of graphs. You have up to 6 L slots. I don't know what those are called, but you can enter data for each slot, and you can turn on and off. It's basic. If you know how to use the TI-84 calculator, then this is going to be a breeze for you. The only difference is that it has apps, as you can see now. I'm not sure if the older ones had apps, but these are HD apps. So you got periodic table, simulation apps. They're really nice apps, and they look really great in HD. This is sped up though, so it's just a little bit slower than what I'm showing on the screen. But the apps are really nice. Everything runs really smoothly. Here's the settings, and you can set the clock, and you can set all kinds of other stuff. Everything that comes basic with your TI-84 calculator. It's got the same keypad layout as well, so the keys are just slightly different size or shape or something like that. As you can see, the D-pad or whatever you want to call it, it's not exactly the same as last year's model or the model before that, but it all does the same functions. Everything that you would use a TI-84 or even a TI-80, maybe not the TI-83, but everything you use a TI-84 calculator for can be done with this calculator, and even more. Using the TI Connect software, you can download apps to it. You cannot put games on it yet, though. At the time of the making of this video, which is July 17th, 2015, you're not able to put games on it. And I'm sure they will put a patch for it in the future, but as I've tried, Doors does not work on this. As you can see, that's with detect asymptotes off, or on, sorry. As you can see, with detect asymptotes on, it graphs things much slower, and that's been a problem for a lot of people. That's why a lot of people didn't like the color edition. But if you turn detect asymptotes off, then it solves the problem. It graphs at usual speed and with no problems at all. You can change all kinds of things. You can put pictures in the background of your graphs, so you can graph over pictures. You can change the background color of your graphs. You can do all kinds of color settings, and I'm telling you guys, the color is not a gimmick. It's actually really helpful sometimes. When you have multiple graphs on the same thing, it will help you see the lines better. Whereas if it was just the most basic TI-84 calculator, it would be much harder to see because the lines would be getting mixed together, and I'm sure all of you TI-84 veterans know what that looks like.